Joining me now is Andy Gourley, founder of Red Frogs. Andy, hello.
G'day.
It's promising to hear that there's a bit of a decrease in binge drinking, an increase in illicit drugs, but you've certainly well and truly prepared. You and the team. What have you been doing?
Yeah, we just checked in 624 workers yesterday on the Gold Coast, waiting for 18,000 to 20,000 arriving right today as we speak. And we'll be doing the check-ins and just assuring those parents that it's okay, they're going to survive. But also, getting out those safety messages to make sure you're walking in groups as schoolies. Don't drink too much alcohol during that time and be safe on those verandas, particularly in the high-rise buildings as well.
Yeah, so true. And really, one of your most important messages is, to leave, not leave your mates, and really stay together, because that's really, really important.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually do a lot of walk homes. We do about 5,000 walk homes over schoolies. In fact, one of our teams broke the record last year, 36.5 Ks in walk homes in one day. But it gets people home safely, making sure they're not, sleeping off on the beach and getting them home. But we really encourage schoolies, walk in groups. Unfortunately, there are some predators out there, not as many these days, but play it safe, walk in groups, or if you lose your friends, ring the Red Frogs on a Red Frog hotline or download the Red Frog app, and we can walk you home, get you home safely.
And just looking at some of that vision, I mean, there's just so many people going out there celebrating. They've had years of study and a lot of challenges as well, as we all know and we're all feeling. But again, those really strong messages. Why do you think binge drinking, for example, has dropped 15%?
Yeah, that's really interesting. We've seen that too the last 5 years, really drop off, so many more non-drinkers. It's almost like they're swapping beers for boost juices these days. We see it at the cafes. Like, they used to be ghost towns, 9, 10 in the morning. Now they're full of schoolies doing their smashed over and lattes. So a little bit of a culture change. Also, I think money's an issue too. They're not wanting to spend much, but also they're getting a little bit smarter. They're realising waking up with peas and carrots on your shirt in the morning and your head feels like a semi-trailer hit, it isn't the wisest option. So there's a little bit of maturity coming a bit earlier, but we're loving it. There's more designated sober people in those parties, and that makes a huge difference. So again, if you're not a big drinker, you're the best asset to your mate at schoolies, that's for sure.
Yeah, good advice there. And I tell you what, avocados are a lot cheaper than what they used to be as well.
So true, so true.
Well, I mean, it just sounds like it's going to be so much fun. And again, you've got 100,000 pancakes, 24 tons of red frogs, and it just sounds like your team is really encouraging and there for support, and as you said as well, for parents who might be worried at home.
Yeah, absolutely. We really encourage parents also to do some pre-made meals if they are going to schoolies, because they need to be eating well, and buy heaps of slabs of water, because alcohol does dehydrate you. So keeping hydrated is really important. And also too, make sure they download the Red Frog app or the Red Frog phone number in their phone so they can call us for walk homes as well. But a big message to get through to young people is don't be afraid to ring 000. Sometimes they feel a bit awkward. They think they're going to get in trouble, but that goes to the AMBOs, not police, and they're not going to get in trouble. So always ring 000 for a medical emergency, and if your mate's struggling, it's so important you do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And, talking about the high rises as well, because that has been certainly one thing that we have to really keep in mind, and it doesn't take much at all, does it?
That's right. And we always encourage, make sure you're clearing those empties off the veranda. We don't want to see them as projectiles coming off buildings. And also, too, any furniture on the verandas, move it towards the actual door you come through. Don't put it near the railing in case, people are leaning on it over the side of that. But also be very safe on those verandas. It's so important.
And with the increase in illicit drugs, what are you seeing, and what kind of help and support are people needing?
Yeah, the most common type of drug use we see is experimental, where someone's already drunk a lot and they preed a lot and they're already drunk, and someone in a party goes, here, try this, and they just do it because they're already drunk. So really encourage, look out for your mates. If they pre-drunk a lot, don't let some feral give them something in a party. You've got to look after them and make sure you're there for your mate, and just be that early intervention, which it goes a long way. But the AMBOs have done a great job. They've got a hotel emergency response team, a HURT team. They can come up and assess your mate in the room and see if she or she's all right. They can just sleep it off, or let's take them down to triage, or let's go down to Gold Coast Hospital. So the AMBOs are doing a great job, and all the other referral services here are amazing.
And often when you're in the moment, you don't think, you're excited, you don't think of the consequences, what message would you give to schoolies heading out so they can program it in their brain before they get to that excited stage?
Yeah, it's so important. Don't get caught up in the artificial hype at schoolies. And a good way of doing that is have a buddy system, a mate system, where you got someone that's got your back. That if you're stepping out of character, maybe doing something you normally wouldn't do, give them permission to get you out of those situations. So find a buddy system or mate system really works well at Schoolies Week. And also too, don't get caught up in the artificial hype. And again, if you're not a big drinker, you're the best asset to your mates during this big Schoolies festival. So be yourself and also watch your social media. Don't upload too many sketchy photos. You need to get a job after Schoolies.
Great advice, and well done to you and all the team. And we wish you a very safe and fun time. Andy Gourley, Red Frogs founder. There is the hotline 1300 557 123, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.